We begin this Monday evening tracking the potential for stormy weather. Thank you, everyone, for joining us for Western Mass News at 6. I'm Chris Pisano.
And I'm Jordyn Jagolinzer. For the latest on what we can expect, let's check in with first warning meteorologist Janna Brown. And Janna, will the storms be severe?
It doesn't look like we have a very good chance of that. Most of the severe weather today is off to our west. That's where the highest probabilities are, too, right there in that sweet spot across central New York into northern Vermont. Here in western Mass, portions of our area are under a slight risk, and then those risks really diminish the farther east you go. So let's take a look at the watches, and that kind of coincides with that map I just showed you. Severe thunderstorm watch up for New York, Vermont, parts of New Hampshire. It does include Berkshire County and Litchfield County until 11 p.m., but we're not expecting it to be extended into the valley. Right now, storms are flaring off to our north and off to our west, several severe thunderstorm warnings at the moment. And as this line gets closer to us, it will likely weaken and fall apart a little bit, but there's still the chance that we do get some rain and the chance for some rumbles of thunder as well. Right now, 81 degrees, some darker clouds there in the distance. Dew points are up to 70, and we do have a pretty healthy breeze coming in out of the south-southwest today, so it's making it feel a little bit more comfortable. Lots of cloud cover back here across the lower valley, actually more sun to the north and west, so it's warmer up that way, and dew points are sky high for everybody. Now, it's also breezy, something that we're expecting to continue for the next several hours, so it makes it feel a bit more comfortable. If we do get a couple of strong storms, damaging wind is the main concern, but I don't think we'll see too much here in the Pioneer Valley. If you are in Berkshire County, you do need to keep a close eye on things into the evening. We'll take a look at how tomorrow and the rest of the week is shaping up in just a few minutes. Back to you.
Janna, thank you. The Springfield Police Department releasing new surveillance footage from an incident Sunday evening. They say it shows an armed suspect allegedly firing a gun and then waving it in the air, walking by bystanders.
Western Mass News reporter Lindsay Kane is live for us in Springfield with those details. Lindsay?
Chris and Jordan, this all happening on High Street yesterday just after 7 p.m. Luckily, no injuries were reported, but the footage obtained by Western Mass News is chilling. Police say they were called to High Street after reports of a shot spotter. That's when the video picks up the suspect, Jose Montañez of Springfield. He's seen walking with a gun and pointing it in the direction of people out on the street and at officers on scene. Springfield Police spokesperson Ryan Walsh tells Western Mass News officers noticed the gun was out of ammunition, but the suspect had more in his waistband. Police say Montañez ran to the back of the High School of Commerce on State Street, where they say he tossed his weapon on school property before being taken into custody. Walsh says he credits the outcome to the officer's training, a dangerous situation that resulted in 0 injuries.
I think they watch the news, and the commissioner doesn't want them to hesitate in situations, but I think they see what's going on around everywhere, and they utilize the situation of that they're in at the time. So once they cleared the crowd, once they got this suspect away from other bystanders, then they waited for assisting officers to move in, and they got the desired outcome.
The suspect is now facing multiple charges. Live in Springfield, Lindsay Kane, Western Mass News.
Lindsay, thank you for that live report. There's a shortage of something that everybody is walking around with, our blood. Hospitals say that COVID-19 restrictions and general concerns about the pandemic and safety have driven down the number of blood donations.
Western Mass News reporter Audrey Russo is live in Springfield with more on the impact that's having on local hospitals. Audrey?
Well, the good news is that Western Mass is faring better than hospitals out in the eastern part of the state, where they have to delay some transfusions and surgeries due to the blood shortage. But officials with Bay State Health say they need to get their supply up fast.
Feeling the shortage.
Hospitals in Massachusetts say they need blood badly coming out of the COVID-19 pandemic. Bay State Health officials say they had to close their blood donation program, and for the last year and a half, donations have slowed down from other sources like the Red Cross. Now the hospital's incoming supply has dramatically decreased.
We're actually receiving about 50% less than we normally do.
Jason Newmark is the Vice President of Diagnostic Services for Bay State Health. He tells Western Mass News that they have frozen product they can use in the short term, doing better than some hospitals in Eastern Mass, which report they're postponing surgeries.
We don't have to delay anything or cancel any procedures, but keeping a very close eye on things.
It's a good way to really help someone in your community.
One of Bay State's sources is the Central and Western Massachusetts branch of the American Red Cross. The head of that branch explains what the organization is doing to encourage those who may have been nervous to donate during the pandemic.
We are following proper kind of COVID protocols. So we are requiring everyone to wear a mask. Our building is frequently sanitized.
As for specific blood types needed, Newmark says the hospital isn't picky.
We'll take anything we can get.
Now, if you'd like to donate, the American Red Cross Central Western Branch does operate a location that's in Springfield. We have the address on our website, westernmassnews.com. Live in Springfield, Audrey Russo for Western Mass News.
Audrey, thanks for that live report. The Department of Public Health releasing today's COVID-19 data. They say the state's positivity rate over the past week sits at 0.34%. They say there have sadly been 5 new deaths due to the coronavirus, and so far the state is reporting that more than 58% of Massachusetts residents have been fully vaccinated. For a full look at those numbers, you can check out our free Western Mass News streaming app. A meeting to discuss an effort to help get illegal dirt bikes off the streets in Springfield was canceled abruptly today.
Springfield City Councilor Orlando Ramos says he wants more time to get gas stations on board before moving forward. Western Mass News reporter Leon Purvis joins us now live in Springfield with more. Leon.
Yeah, Chris, Jordan, this proposed ordinance is to stop gas stations from selling gas to illegal dirt bikers. Now, the city's Public Safety Committee expected to hear from gas station owners this afternoon, but the meeting was called off, leaving residents to wonder what will be done about the noise.
We need to do something about it. It's annoying, it's loud.
We've shown you the videos taken by Western Mass News viewers, and we're hearing from residents in Springfield who want the loud and dangerous disruption of illegal dirt bikes to stop. Springfield City Councilor Orlando Ramos has a plan, an ordinance he's trying to get passed that would fine a gas station up to $100 for selling gasoline to illegal dirt bikers. But a meeting planned on Monday afternoon to move the proposal forward was called off.
We decided to postpone that meeting until next month, just to sort of give an opportunity to the businesses to weigh in on this ordinance and give us their opinion.
In the meantime, one Western Mass resident does not think the ordinance would work.
If you go to any, like a Cumberland Farms or a Pride, the people that are working in those stores aren't watching the people out that are pumping gas.
But Ramos says gas stations should do their jobs and be on the lookout if an illegal dirt biker rides up to a pump.
A gas station will deny an 18-year-old from buying alcohol. Well, they can also deny someone on a dirt bike from getting gasoline.
Ramos points out there would be a way dirt bike owners can buy gas legally.
The only way that they can have access to gasoline is if that dirt bike is on a trailer on its way to a private property.
But Bill Jolivet sees a potential loophole in that.
What's to stop a dirt biker from going up with an approved gas container and buying it in a gas container and then walking around the corner and then pouring it in his bike?
Kevia McCarthy just wants the dirt bikers to be out of her neighborhood.
Go ride your bike somewhere else, not in the streets. You can kill someone, you can get hurt.
Ramos adds he sees the ordinance eventually passing. Now he plans to hold another Public Safety Committee meeting to hear from the public and business owners before the actual vote. Live in Springfield, Leon Purvis, Western Mass News.
Leon, thanks for that live report. In Westfield, the school district is updating families following an incident that happened during the high school's baseball game Friday night. They say a group of Westfield fans made derogatory comments and racial slurs towards a member of the Chicopee comp team. Players and coaches from both teams showed support for the player. Police were called in and the game was postponed until Saturday morning. Westfield officials say the district immediately apologized, and anyone who behaves in that manner will be banned from all future Westfield Public School extracurricular events.
Western Mass News getting answers after we noticed the former John Lynch Middle School in Holyoke is being demolished. Our crews saw the demolition firsthand today, and that got us wondering what's planned for that spot on Northampton Street. We reached out to the Colvest Group, which is overseeing the project. They tell Western Mass News it'll turn into some kind of retail spot that may have restaurants as well. They say it's just too early to discuss any potential tenants. The demolition is expected to wrap up by the end of July. If you have any questions or something you want us to look into for you, email us at gettinganswers@westernmassnews.com. Just be sure that you include your name and your phone number as we work to dig deeper.